and welcome to my Cat Crazy channel. Some cats are born deaf, and white cats with 2 blue eyes have the highest odds of being deaf. This drops when the cat only has 1 blue eye, or if the cat doesn't have blue eyes at all. But the possibility of being born deaf is still much higher in white cats than cats that are not white. A very interesting fact is that purebred white cats like Siamese are less often deaf than mixed breed white cats, which seems to have to do with their dilution pigment gene. Interesting, isn't it? Of course, cats can also become deaf due to illness, an accident, or with age, just like humans. How can you find out if your cat is deaf? I'll get to that in a second. Let me first show you something really cool that, by the way, would also benefit a deaf cat. I'll explain that in a bit. Look at this cool cat house. This is the Ivy Tuvin Air 33 outdoor cat house. It has a large balcony so that cats can enjoy the sun. The doors have plastic curtains and there is an asphalt roof which keeps away rain and wind, so the house stays cozy and warm inside. The cat house is very spacious with 2 stories and can be a shelter for more than just 1 cat. But who says you can only have it outdoors? It is so cute that I left it inside the house and put it in our bedroom, right by the window. Our cats love to sit on the roof and watch the birds outside. It has the perfect height for this. They also play inside and they play hide and seek with those door curtains and take naps during the day inside since I put soft blankets there. And you can't really see if a cat is in there, so it's also a great hiding spot. Now let's get back to the signs that your cat might be deaf. There are several signs that might help you find out. And if you notice 2 or more of those, you might want to get your cat checked with your vet. Number 1, cats usually listen to their name or at least move their ears when they hear their name, even if they choose to ignore it. So look at their ears when you call them. 2, a deaf cat might meow a lot louder than normal to get your attention because they lost their volume control and think they have to increase their voice for you to hear them, just like old people do sometimes. They yell at you. Also, there is the theory that they then use their loud voice as a form of a radar when the sound of the meow bounces off the wall and then hits the whiskers. It can help them, get around, especially when they are also having issues with their eyes. Number 3, another sign that your cat might be deaf is that they become a little clingier and needier because they feel more secure around their human and depend more on you. 4, a deaf cat might sleep longer than normal. 5, this is a good one, the vacuum cleaner. Every cat I know hates that loud monster, and they either run away or attack it. If your fur tiger ignores the noise completely now and continues the afternoon snooze, you might want to get them checked out. 6, if your kitty is shaking their head or scratching at their ear a lot, they might be trying to scratch out any debris in their ears in an attempt to restore their hearing. This, of course, could also be a sign of an ear infection and definitely a sign to see the vet. 7, lastly, your fur tiger might stop greeting you at the door when you come home, or doesn't even realize that you're back home. Try these tests to find out if your cat is deaf. When your cat sleeps next to you, then snap your fingers without moving your body and see what happens. If they continue to sleep soundly and don't react at all, they might have a hearing issue. Might. Or they're really sleeping. Because normally they would at least move their ears towards the sound if they can hear. And another great test to find out if your furry family member can hear: go into the next room and open up a bag with their favorite treats without them being able to see the bag. Do they react to that crinkling sound that the bag makes when you open it? A cat that can hear would, wouldn't they? What do you do if you find out your cat truly can't hear anymore? Keep a good routine. That will make your feline feel more secure of what is going on in the house. Make sure you always feed them at the same time and in the same spot. This way, they don't stress about food. Create a safe lookout area for your cat to help them feel more secure. Remember when I was talking about the Ivy Tuvin cat house earlier? If you keep this house indoors, it would be perfect for a deaf cat to sit on the balcony or take a nap inside without anybody being able to sneak up on them. Because a deaf cat will often position themselves in a way that they can see the whole house or room to minimize the risk of being startled. They may also want to hang out in very high places, like the top of the refrigerator or a high cat tree facing into the room. Definitely keep them indoors so that they don't become prey or get hit by a car because they can't hear them approaching even if they honk their horns. If your fur tiger loves to go outdoors, then get them used to a leash and walk with them. Or build a safe outdoor spot like a catio. If it is big enough, then put a cat house inside like the Ivy Tuvin house I was showing you. They'll love it. By the way, that would be a great environmental enrichment for any cat, deaf or hearing. Also, use vibration to get their attention. Maybe stomp when you enter the house or room, or walk with a solid step. Use visual cues. Make yourself big if you don't want them to do something, and use a laser pointer to show them where you want them to go. If you use the same cues every time, your cat will learn what you like them to do. Don't sneak up on them from the side because they might get startled easily. Rather, approach them from the front so that they can see you. And the last tip, get a furry friend. A deaf cat will tend to look to the hearing cat for visual clues about what is going on in the household. That's all for today, my wonderful cat crazy crew. And thank you all so much for hanging out with my cats and me today. If you had fun or learned anything, then please do me a favor and like, subscribe, comment and share. That stuff really helps our channel. If you'd like to support the Cat Crazy channel, then please consider becoming a member on Patreon, or, and I'm really excited about this, you can pick up some Cat Crazy merchandise on my brand new website.
We have t-shirts and dresses.
Sushi.
And don't forget,
Enough of that.
a cat bowl just for me.
And you can sign up for my newsletter. Until next time, stay cat crazy and don't forget, cats rule and so do you.